London. Suddenly, vibrantly London. I wanted people. I wanted life. Here it is. A dinner. In a house. More than a house. A spectacular, adorned... The people surrounding me. The air of this place. The pitch of the occasion. I hear... So sharp a ring. So deep an undertone. Faces, the hands, the jewels of the women, the sounds of words, names across the table, shape of the fork, the arrangement of flowers, servants, the walls, all touches in a picture, denouements in a play. The Lord sits by my side, detached, delightful. I am in a state of vibration. It's too sharp. How did we find ourselves here?
And where exactly are you?
I'm not sure, Lord Mark. I know quite where I am at all.
There's no such thing in London, I think, as saying where anybody is. Everybody is everywhere. Nobody's anything. This room, these people, look at them. All this talking, all this billows, masses of... all this trying to get...
Get what?
Oh, they don't know. Something. And you?
Me?
What do you want, Miss Thiel?
My hope is to be lovely.
Really?
To meet Mrs. Lauder in the lovely way she has met us.
Maud? Lovely? How so?
Susie, my companion,
She who sits next to...
is Maud's former schoolmate.
Did they know each other well?
They did.
Recently?
No, years ago. When they both got married, they
Yes, Maud made a great match.
Susie moved to New England.
Ah. And since then they haven't seen each other?
But one letter from Susie. Maud met us in her hotel. She invited us to dinner. She called with her niece, Kate Coy.
I watch her, across the table, out of the corner of my eye. This American princess. Hair exceptionally red, even for the real thing. Clothes remarkably black, even for morning.
She has met us with magnificent fidelity.
New York hair. New York history.
Yeah, hasn't your companion...
Loss of parents, brothers, sisters,
Susie.
all on a scale and sweep.
Met
That's
Maud with equal
a
fidelity?
mass of money so piled on that girl's back.
Why? She has nothing to give.
Except you.
Me?
Of course.
I am a poor person.
Possibilities.
I don't feel as I have yet been given.
If Maud has jumped at you, it's the same. To be seen, you must know, is to be jumped at.
She isn't what I expected. No loud, robust American girl, none of that. Constantly pale, haggard almost.
Here you are. Look round the table. I think that you're from the top to the bottom being seen, being jumped at.
Your angular face. 22. In spite of your marks.
Does Maud know much about it?
Alone.
No, she just likes us.
I mean you, particularly. As your friend told her.
Told
Rich.
her what?
Everything.
Strange.
Ask her.
Susie,
Maud.
with Maud that is a liberty you can't take. But the pleasure of seeing what she does with you will teach me what she knows.
What does she know about you?
Nothing.
What does she do with you?
This.
What?
Turning me straight onto you.
Because you are at the worst the best she's got?
Till you came. You're the best now. You don't know yet, but this is nothing. You'll see everything. You can have everything.
Why am I suddenly afraid? I want to turn this off. I want to leave London now. Get up from this place. Move out of this house. Down the grand front stoop without waiting for my coat key. Walking out onto that cold street. I feel the coldness on my skin like a shock of life. Keep walking. No, running. move. I do nothing. I have made up my mind. I give myself to this. So what do you think Maud will do with me?
She'll get back her money. Nobody here does anything for nothing.
You know each other here as much as you know anything.
I suppose so.
But there are things you don't know.
Oh, intriguing.
What does Kate Croy sitting over there? What does she do all this for? What is her game?
To gain your acquaintance, of course.
What's that to her? She probably feels sorry for me.
Then I'm nowhere. Why would she feel sorry for you? Look at all this. Your success.
But that's what she understands. That's why she pities me. All this to her is nothing. She's better than you. She's beautiful.
In character.
Yes.
You can tell that just by looking at her.
Yes.
Is she so?
And then she looks at me. She turns her beautiful head, sees me, us,
You're
looking
talking
at her.
about me.
She knows it is her we talk of.
I do not look away.
I cannot look away. You are beautiful.
You are so strange.
No, you see through all
Do you see through all this?
Oh, you must tell me about her.
Haven't you seen her for yourself?
No. With Kate, I've failed. It's no use, I don't make her out. I'd like to.
You like her? And now at last you say something true, Lord Mark.
Yes. In some cases break down. I give her up. To you.
Choose
What?
a hat.
I can't.
Why not?
What for?
For nothing. For showing me London. For walking around with me for days, for weeks, around these dusty museums and staring up at monuments and sights. I know you hate sights.
Looking at them with you makes them oddly unfamiliar.
How so?
Like I see them again. You and all your ideas and delights.
You know I was afraid of you.
Me?
Before we... The wondrous London girl. I've read about you in novels. I think I somehow read of you.
Just a nobody from Bayswater. It's my aunt you should be afraid of.
Maud?
It is she who keeps me in this cage.
Such a beautiful cage.
So comfortable, I sometimes forget it is a cage.
Is there no one else who can help you?
No. Nobody. I envy you your freedom, Millie.
And I envy you yours.
Would you change places with me? Would you change chances?
Your ease, your indifference.
Rich as you are, I cannot hate you.
Choose a hat.
What colour do you like for you?
No, I can't let go of mourning yet.
And what can I give you in return?
Nothing.
There must be something.
Tell me about Lord Mark.
Is that a return?
My interest is shamelessly human.
What do I think of him? Well, it's difficult. So, we know people by what they show. Something that can be touched or proved. But Lord Mark, his value is so great, but what exactly is it? He has no money, but he's a lord. I suppose it's his future.
You think he's a humbug?
He might do great things. Our Maud takes him seriously. She believes in him, so he's no humbug. But,
He points to nothing?
well, that could be a sign of his real cleverness. And he's never indifferent. He is, after all, working our Maud for all she's worth, and she is in no doubt working him.
And you? Does Aunt Maud believe in you?
You may ask, what do I have to give? And that is just what I'm trying to learn. But she will get it. Whatever it is. All of it. Susie?
Millie, I'm in here.
Did you ride around the
A
park?
couple of circuits. Maud's carriage is spectacular, of course. You?
Hat shop. In the House of Commons.
Miss Croy?
Didn't like any of the hats.
I don't think she likes me very much.
Yeah, she is brutal. I mean, not brutally brutal. She just knows what she likes. And isn't there a wild beauty in that? She has to move quickly. It's more dangerous here in London.
Is it?
Than we can ever dream of.
And strange.
Why strange?
We were in the course of one of our circuits, and Maud mentioned that they knew that young man, the one connected with the newspaper, the one you met in New York, Mr. Densher. The young Englishman in New York.
How surprising.
They both know him. Maud and Kate. Now, Maud was interested in your knowing him, actually. Though I ventured to tell her it hadn't been long enough as to make you friends. I don't know if I was right.
About what?
Have you heard of him from Miss Croy?
Never. We haven't mentioned him.
That you haven't, I understand. But that she hasn't.
She said there was nobody that...
I tell you all when I tell you that Maud... Now, Maud asked me to suggest to you that it may be better not to speak of him to Kate at all, unless she herself speaks to you first. But Maud thinks she won't.
There's something between them?
No. But Maud's afraid of something. Or perhaps it would be correct to say she's afraid of
She's
everything.
afraid of them liking each other.
My dear child, we move in a labyrinth.
I want abysses.
Well, let us hope we shall sound the depths. But of course, Maud would like her niece to marry Lord Mark. Hasn't Kate told you that?
No.
She knows, of course.
So that's what Maud would do with her?
I believe Mr. Densher has no private
Neither
needs.
of you spoke of each other. Not you here in London. Is there no one else who can help you?
No. Nobody.
Nor he in New York. And yet his eyes have rested upon your face, and yours more beautifully looked into his. But he never mentioned you. And you never spoke of him. Your silence is a labyrinth, an edge of darkness, all that is never spoken. Why?
But it will come out that he knows both of you when he comes back.
I won't be here.
Will you run away?
I don't know.
We could go away. We could go anywhere
Anywhere.
in the world. I'll go with you.
No. I cannot leave. I have lived all these years as if I were dead. I must try now to at least live. As if I'm alive.